Second Nature for Children is in the house. Coach, how you doing tonight?
As always, man, great, great, great. I was
I'm doing absolutely great, Coach. We're gonna jump right into it. So, family, as you come in, make sure you subscribe, family, so we can build this channel so others can hear and they need this information. And make sure you hit that like, that thumbs up, and make sure you share this information. And a little bit later, we're gonna talk about, because when I think about and looking at YouTube and looking at all these different platforms on what we're driving to go watch, that's why I have a problem with the word hope. But we'll do that a little later
mhm.
because that comes to mind. And what one thing I like to do is I like to show us, because during the course of the week, a lot of time I'm having discussions with people, and they're always asking me why this and why that and why this. And so another reason I love doing this show and doing this show with you, Coach, is because what I'm working to do is to pull the cover and unveil some things. So you don't have to keep asking me why. I'm telling you why certain things are happening, why we're in certain predicaments. I'm showing you. So that's another reason that I'm enjoying the show. Just like I said, and we'll get into it. We'll get into it. So let's do this right here. Subscribe, like, share. Family, let's go. Coach, tonight, let's talk about, are Blacks addicted to gossip? One thing I like to do, I understand in the Black community, and I'm just talking about us as a people because I like to address us. I know other groups of people got their own things going on. I don't care. When they come together, they don't care about us unless they come together to get our money or something like that. But so I like to discuss us and deal with us so we can get better. I'm not worrying about nobody else because they're not worrying about us. And so
Yep.
when I ask the question, are Blacks addicted to gossip? I'm dealing with, there's a lot of problems that we deal with in the Black community. And so what I love to do here at Second Nature for Children is work on solutions, because we know there's a lot of problems and I hear a lot of people complaining, but there are some solutions that we should work on. And definitely this is one of them. And they know that when they set these platforms up, all the social media platforms, they understand that us as a people, they know we love gossip. That's why they can get away with all of these different reality shows, and even if you can go back way back where you can see what grandmama and mama used to love the evening soap operas. That's what they used to call them.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
yeah,
Or
it just
some call it the stories. The
those,
stories. Those,
absolutely,
yeah.
that's it right there. Boy, you took me back then. The story, that's right. So it got to become soap operas later, but that's what
Mhm.
it was. They got to see them stories because they know it's getting ready to be a lot of drama. It's
Drama.
something going on. So and so they
Mhm.
know they got us with that. And so right now today, my answer would be yes, we are definitely addicted to gossip. And that's what keeps social media going. And
Yep.
we would rather go on and subscribe and donate and do all of these things to gossip. But when it comes to something real to uplift us, to bring us together, to make us better, we won't even support it. So that is definitely one of the problems that we're having in the Black community. So when we dealing with addicted, it just lavishly following or unable to give up a habit or a practice. Gossip is just idle talk, not always true about other people or their affairs. A lot of that goes on these different platforms. And when we talk about idle talk, then we talk about something that's just useless or something that's just worthless. And I see from observing, I don't have to pull up statistics for some things. I see just from observing as a people and dealing with us from day to day that one of the problems we have as a people is that we are addicted to gossip. And it's just something for us to think about. Coach, I'm gonna let you go in right there. I answered that right there. I definitely believe, and I mean I can prove it with an observation. And if people really sit down and think about it and kind of observe themselves, they'll be able to see that as people of color, one of the problems we have, one of the problems we can't get nothing done is because we are drawn in to mess. What you think about that, Coach?
I concur, man. I said the same thing. To what degree? I don't know. Okay, let me say it like this. Majority of Black people, I would say, are addicted to it. I say a smaller portion of people, they're drawn to it because it's there. It's like I created with fast food. We call fast food junk food, right?
Yes.
It's all around us. But you got good food all around us also. You might have to step out your way to go get it, you know. Some people rather just stay within that radius, go get the fast food, and the excuse is, well, I didn't feel like going, out of my way to get that. You see what I'm saying? To some degree, I think it's like that too. It's around us. You don't have to dabble, but you choose to for whatever reason. I don't know if it makes you feel, your situation feel better. I don't know. But if you so caught up in your situation, trying to make your stuff better, man, you ain't got time for that. Especially if it's not elevating you, you not helping that person no way, shape, or form, man. Come on, you shouldn't have no time for that. So yeah, I can say they are addicted, and like I said, some to me just dabble in it because it's there, make their situation look better, and we know in reality it doesn't benefit neither parties, So
Yeah, and I agree and kind of piggyback on that a little bit. I think that's definitely one of the problems we have where we don't have nothing going on in our own lives. And so this is something that entertains us to keep us going. Because, like you said, if you're grinding on something yourself, a lot of things you're doing and a lot of mess that you're hearing, you really don't have time for it. Because you're grinding on something. And that's why, and I want to get back to this. That's why when I tell you, Coach, that there no time soon is no hope for us as a group. Listen,
I
Coach.
got you. I got you.
That's why I said now because now since we've been on, it's been a fact because it haven't shown yet for us to. It's been a fact so far because, like you said, now I'm just keeping my optimism up. But then I want you to pull up a little later, and you'll find out that there are different types of being optimistic. There are different types. Okay, so it's pull that up a little later when you get a little chance, and you'll find out that there are different types. It's just like when we use the word hope. I sit down and I think about because it's certain things that I hope for as well. So don't just think that, oh, he don't hope. No. But it's certain things that I don't put no hope in when I don't see any work done. Then there's no hope. Let me put it to you like this here. When we deal with hope, we're dealing with a feeling. Now we're dealing with our feelings. We're dealing with something that we desire that will happen. Doesn't mean that it will happen.
Yeah,
so, so a little early when I told you, until we come together, not meaning until, and I use the low income community first because I'm in there working with those children and those groups of people that we have that they were called that lives in the low income community. I'm not talking about bringing them together because they're not ready. Those are the ones that we're trying to reach to help.
Okay.
Right. So I'm talking about, now here's the problem. I'm talking about bringing people together. Here's the problem. That has compassion and that has concern for others. That's the problem. I want you to think about this just for a second. When you're talking about someone having concern, you're talking about to have to do with, to show an interest in. A lot of us have no concern for others. Here's a fact. Coach. I want to give facts.
I agree with that.
I want to give facts. A lot of us don't have compassion for others, meaning a feeling for others, a sorrow or hardship that would lead us to help them.
Yeah.
I want to stay with those two things right there when I'm talking about compassion and concern. Now, we're going throughout the United States, and I've even had people to hit from Romania, England, from different parts of the world. I'm not even finding a group of us that's coming together with compassion or concern. And you to tell me that as a people moving forward, especially to help our children, that there is hope. There is no hope in moving forward as a people and to help our children until at least those things, those two things begin to manifest within us. We can't even find those two things that are within a lot of us so we can make a difference. Look at the things that as a people we gravitate toward and the things that we do. There is no compassion and there is no concern for others. Now, we are a very selfish people. When it's about us doing for us, then we good. And a lot of times we won't make certain moves until tragedy hit our home or hit ourselves. So that's why when I tell you, as a group of us coming together, we can't even find a group of people. And I put it out, there's my information. If you want to make a difference, all the information that we are putting out could literally change a person's life if they take heed, because we're talking about the mind, the body, the soul. That's a foundation for life, but we don't see it as a people. So when I use the word hope, if there's no change, here's a fact, and I'm using the word hope. If there is no change, coach, then there is no hope. Okay. Say if you're working on something, okay? Say you're working on something. Now, remember the word working. Say you're working on something. And you hope that the outcome comes out in your favor. I can go with that hope because working, you put effort in doing something.
Yeah.
I want you to rock with me, coach.
I got you. I'll let you go ahead, but I already got it. But go ahead.
I'm finna let you jump in then. Okay, here we go.
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
Because I don't want to use hope as just this one word where it's just one thing. That's the problem that we have with prayer and faith. That's a problem. So let's do hope. If you telling me that you're working on something and you hope that the outcome comes out in your favor, I ride with that hope because you put some work in and you hoping that the outcome, that your work is able to show in your favor. I'm with you. Now, if you're sitting, and I'm just using this so everybody can relate to it. If you're sitting in a dark room, here's a fact. I love facts. And you hope that the light come on. If you're sitting in a dark room and you hope that the light come on, you can hope, coach, all you want to. But until you get up and turn that light on, here's a fact. That hope is useless. It means nothing until you get your butt up and do something. You see the difference in how we hope?
I got you.
So,
I
so,
got
so if we saying that we hope
you.
things get better, that's just like us saying we hope that the light come on, but it won't
Yeah.
get better until we get up and do something. That's all I'm saying. So I don't throw away the word hope, but it's a time to use it, and it's a time not to use it, and it's a time to know when it's to be used, and it's time now that don't work for that. So, and I would say again, and here's a fact, and I have a comment section. Someone please leave me a comment if they see it different. I would love to hear how you see it, because I have a lot of people that's clicking in and that's viewing on certain videos, and hit that thumbs up, because if you don't like it, share with me why you don't like it. Our likes should be up, our sharing should be up. But one thing about us as a people, here's another fact: we don't like facts, and we don't like the truth, because facts and truth comes with a responsibility.
There you go.
And we don't want that responsibility. What you got, coach?
Look at y'all. Y'all need to help me, man. I can't. What can I say to this? It's plain as day, man. I was holding on to a sliver. So somebody out there, male, female, rich, poor, whatever. Come on, y'all hearing us for however long? What are we talking about impacts your life directly or indirectly? Okay? Make me a believer. Let me hold on to this sliver I'm trying to hold on to, because it's slowly slipping away. You would think after all this time, somebody would chime in and say, look, man, I'm tired of listening and not doing something, so I'm going to hit y'all up. I'm going to come through. You know what I mean? But I got your point. Even before you went there, once you start, I know I'm like, damn, ain't nothing I can say about that. Because it is the truth. It's the same thing you're talking about gossip. If I stay away from the gossip, then I got to focus on my situation. Whether it's ugly, whether it's people, I got to take care of that. So if I look away from my situation, look at what's going on across the street, you know, it make me feel better for what? A small bit. And then when that fix is gone, I got to look for something else, but I'm not taking care of mine, you know? And it's the same with us, what you talking about there. So, yeah. But I got it, man. Anyway, somebody out there, just say, man, come on. It's been long enough. How long has been? How long is
Like I say, we
how
got
long
a
is track
month.
of time?
We got a month. I'm sorry, we got a year and a month that I've been coming on, and you and I'm sure we've been coming on at least half that time together. Uh,
Yeah,
uh
yeah,
sharing information. And I'm
yeah.
telling you, coach, that in these three areas, when you're dealing with the mind, the body, the soul, man, let me tell you something. It's a fact that we're struggling in these three areas. Somebody, I get great comments, no problem, no doubt. But we haven't had anybody yet to say, you know what? I want to come in and put this time in. First, making sure that my life, my base is strong, dealing with my
Strong.
mind, my body, my soul. First, I'm not asking nobody to come on and take the rifle and let's just run out into the community. No, let's come in and let's make sure that we prepare ourselves first. Let's come in as a team. That's when I say, so that's when I say to come together is this group of people with the two things that we're missing: concern and
Concern and compassion.
compassion.
Yeah,
And
I
like you
got you.
said, a little earlier, a lot of us, we're struggling in these three areas and we don't want to face it. So what we do, we look out to be entertained by other things so we don't have to address our own issues. And the first thing we have to learn to do as a people is to make sure that we take care of ourselves, take care of our home, and then reach out to the community to help others. No one is asking you to come and start working with children, start doing this, start doing that. No, I'm saying let's come together as a group. Let's see where you are first, where you need help first. And let's make sure that you're good so that you can begin to go out and work with others. And it's when you start looking at words like hope, prayer, faith, believe, man, all of these things a lot of times is just something for to make us emotionally feel good. When we pray, when we pray, we don't even understand prayer is something that's personal. And it's different types of prayer, but prayer is personal. We've been so conditioned to be praying and always asking for something and calling on this and calling on that for help, for help, for help. But prayer is that communication with that dwells within you, where you should have that relationship with your most high personally. Not so much you got to wait till you go to church and do it the way they do it, but every person should have a personal relationship with themselves and with that which dwells within them. Because prayer is simply speaking to your higher power. That's what prayer is. It's simply speaking to your higher power. No one ever has to know. Say if I had a person and they told me that they was an atheist, that they don't believe in God. I said, okay. But they saying, hey, I want to get this work in with you. I want to get this work in with you. Do you realize that over the years, I've had more people that was willing to do a little something who was not all caught up in religion than the so-called religion people who's supposed to be so Christ-like, ready to do some work. Something is wrong with that. Something is wrong with that. So what prayer does a lot of times, we've been conditioned that prayer makes us emotionally feel good, because now once we have prayed, we thinking that something is going to come and help us. I feel more secure because I can pray. Listen, there is no, here's a fact, little fact. There is no empirical evidence that prayer works. And I know people get a little upset when they hear that right there. But don't get upset with me. Show me where you could say, I prayed and prayer worked for me. Not anecdotal, where an incident may happen in your life that wows you, because it's been many times that you have prayed for something and it didn't come through. So you don't want to talk about that. We only want to talk about if we prayed for something and it came through and we want to contribute that to prayer. We got to stop that mess. You should always pray, because that's your communication. That should keep you going, but that's personal. Coach, there is no, I'm going to say it again, there is no empirical evidence. Can nobody prove that prayer works? Because when you go to church and they got the thing they call watch night, where they had the people to come up and they talk about how good God was to them for that year and how Jesus did this and how Jesus did that. And the church be going crazy. And, you know, Jesus saved me. And I'm talking about Jesus because I come from the Black Baptist church doing watch night. And I'm just observing something. And I'm saying to myself, I can remember earlier during the year where so-and-so, and I don't have to use names, I would just say, so-and-so was going through certain things in their life, and they was calling on God, and they was calling on Jesus, and they died. So see, now at watch night, where you hear the people who made it give their testimony, and the church is going crazy, it goes two ways because they never get to hear the people testimony who prayed and died because they're gone. So we got to stop that mess. And what we have to do is this foundation, dealing with your mind, your body, and your soul. We got to learn how to connect those three together for optimal success in our lives. Most of us are walking around here, here's a fact, unhealthy, physically. That's a fact. And like you said a little earlier, we don't want to face it. So we do everything else to try to entertain ourselves so we don't have to face the truth. I told you, facts and truth is something else because it comes with a responsibility. Have you ever been scrolling or looking on Facebook or just have heard this right here? And you see someone on Facebook or whatever platform, and you see with your own eyes that this person is literally looking a mess. You see this, you see that they're overweight, you see that they're obese, you see they're not doing well. And someone would put a capture or send them a comment and tell them how good they looking or how gorgeous they are or how man, we got to stop that mess, man. And the person will reply, oh, thank you so much, thank you. They may literally, they know that they looking a mess, but they will reply like everything is okay. And so we got to stop lying to our sisters and our brothers. And we got to start being honest with ourselves and being honest with our people. We're not doing well physically. We're definitely not doing well mentally. Because if you mess around and you tell and one of us that we need to sit down and check ourselves mentally, you getting ready to get cut straight out. Straight out. And we know we lost spiritually. There's a lot of work that we must do spiritually because we understand that religion has really torn us apart and divided us. And that's why I say it's so important that you make that connection with yourself and that which dwells within you. And I promise you that if you learn how to connect these three areas together in your life, I promise you, it'll change your life. That's a fact. You got anything, Coach?
I want to say the lack of response speak volumes. I'm going to say it again. The lack of response speak volumes. I mean, ain't nothing more to say about that. You know,
And by
we
you
can
saying
scold you
that,
anytime. Go ahead.
I had Miss T, I had a young lady to tell me the same thing you're saying. So go ahead on.
Oh,
I had a young lady comment, tell me the same thing you're saying. She say crickets. That's her thing. Crickets.
Mm.
We don't hear no response. And I'm waiting on them. Go ahead on, Coach.
It comes with first being honest with yourself and wanting to be better. Wanting to be better. Just you as an individual, whatever aspect in your life, man. And once you in that point in your life, you would want the same for those that look like you, those around you. It just, that's just natural. That's just natural, man. You wouldn't entertain the BS, you know what I mean? You wouldn't entertain the mess. If it's not uplifting, it's not helping you some way, shape, or form, you won't want no parts of that. So that's why I am, man. And I encourage anybody out there, just come on board, man. Come on board. Another thing I want to add, man, you know, I always go to economical side.
Yep,
This is the
absolutely.
first month of the year. First month of the year. And companies already talking about layoffs, man. Okay. Macy's talking about closing a few more stores. Walmart talking about closing a few more stores. That's what time we in. We in a crunch, man. I know sometimes you got to spend, I know it's necessary, but you need to tuck away some of them coins, man. Tuck away some of them coins. Put yourself in a budget and be careful, man. And do your research in whatever industry you're working in to see if that is one of the industries, that's going to be laying off. Because you never know, man. But that's my mom, man. And I was gonna say, come on board and make you a liar, but after all this time, come on, man, come on. After all this time, but yeah, it's sad, man, but I'm still holding on, man. I'm
I
still
got
holding
you.
on.
I
So,
got you.
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
I'm with you, coach, but like I said, it's a fact. Until there's a change, there is no hope. And that's a fact. If we come together and start putting the effort, or we can make something happen, then I ride hope all the way out. But until we do that, there is no hope. Until we do that, there is no hope. We got a lot of different groups of people. Coach, we have people who have made a lot of money, no concern, no compassion. We have some good people, no concern, no compassion. We have street people doing a little bit of everything in the streets. Man, running that package, you got I just leave it as street people. People understand when I say we got no concern, no compassion. We got people with good jobs, people who make good money, no concern, no compassion. We got them. And so I ask this question right here. I ask this question. And the next time we come on, I'm asking it in the front so I can make sure before they click out. Where are the people with compassion and concern for others, especially our children? That's my email address. Comments. Got a comment session. I ask this question again. Where are the people? No one is asking you for anything. If you don't listen, that's the Cash App right there. People can go to our website, see the work we're doing, go to our Facebook page, see the work we're doing. If you don't want to support the children, that's on you. But go out and look at what people are supporting, and it'll show you why, as a people, we're in a mess. It'll show you. So that's what I love about this platform, further as us coming on. I'm telling you, I'm pulling the blankets off to show you why, as a people, we're messed up. I'm showing you no support. We won't even support something that's real. And we're gonna do a show, and as I'm thinking about it, why it's so easy for us to be food? Because we get food and we always get drawn in to a lot of mess, but we don't get drawn in to what's real. We're gonna have to do a show on that. But I'm gonna leave that right there for right now, Coach. I'm gonna let you close out. And I ask one more time, where are the people with compassion and concern for us to come together so we can see how we can begin to help ourselves, our family, and help our community? Coach, I let you close
As
us out.
as always, man, as always, evolving, evolving, evolving. Read, taking something that can take your life some way, shape, or form to another level. That's what life is about, evolving. Have a passion, a dream that is not only concerning you, but it's bigger than you. It will impact you, but it also help others, man. That's what life is about, man. That's what I believe, and that's how I'm living, man. The tangible things, yeah, I'm good with that, but that's not really important, man. It's what I can do to make a difference, in someone else's life. So that's what I'm on, man. Join us, man. You won't be dissatisfied. Let me say it like that, man. That's
All right.
it, man.
I'm gonna leave it right there, Coach. I hope, like you said a little earlier, here I go with hope. I hope that they come and show me wrong. I'm, I hope that I could be proven wrong, that we can come in and do this thing. I'm hoping that I could be, you lied about that. It can happen. It will happen in this. I'm hoping. I'm hoping. But until that change that we need to make, there is no hope. Even the Bible says, faith without works is dead faith. You understand what I'm saying? So I'm gonna leave it right there, Coach. Hope everybody come in, subscribe, like, share until we come back together again. Family, comment section, I'm waiting on you. There go the emails, I'm waiting on you. Coach say he trying to hold on to that little hope. Don't let him, hey, I'll put like this. Don't let Coach down. Don't let him down. And until the next time,
anybody, come on.
You understand what I'm saying? Somebody, at least somebody come, man.
Somebody, come on.
Man, this is sad, man. But we'll come back together, Coach. And until the next time, I'll holler.
All right, man. Peace out.
Take care.